From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Has this at the 6. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
38-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chargers.
Hampton gets the handoff. On the move, past the 40. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he's not going to get the 1st. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brom? Gets a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he runs this this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Myers. And And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes now. Completed over the middle. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Tuipulotu in for the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 1-point game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert from the gun. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. And that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
To the air on 3rd and long. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Kelsey's got him right side. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it on 2nd and short. There's a dive up the middle. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Bails out of the pocket quick. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the pistol, here comes Pacheco. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Going right this time with Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the quick slant, it's Davis. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. and 5 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back now, pressure coming. Brought in right side. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Catch made left side by McConkey. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Quick throw, finds about right. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him the possession.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Second down run by Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Within 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
A 62-yard attempt.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they are unable to double their lead.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. to the end zone, instead stopped at the 2. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Hampton.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Herbert. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Hampton on 3rd and goal. Ooh, he is not quite to the marker there. Just 2 yards on that play, Brock. And now one interesting decision coming up on 4th down.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yellow.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, you've got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you've got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. Dialing up a receiver screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Xavier Worthy now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Rookie Myers, and he's got it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Another throw for Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing the out route complete. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
Chiefs 17, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Play action now for Herbert. Complete to Diggs out left. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Running it with Hampton. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the end route. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hampton now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
It's Hampton on second. And this is near the first down, but they need one more yard now to get it. It's third down at the 29.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And what a hit there. Ouch, she paced the price for moving the chains that time. We'll take a pause now. We saw him get blasted at the end of that run, and he's in some distress following the play. Team personnel heading out to help him. All set now, 1st and 10. No go left side with Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw, Herbert. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. It's Bashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. Out wide to Brown. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st.
Go get him, go get him, go get him!
Running it after the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and Deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Here's a screen set for Pacheco. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running up the middle, Pacheco. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This one's caught. Smith has it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He rolls to his right. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Into the hands of Gadsden. Complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Chargers
First and 10 now from the 46. Herbert back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Looks like we have somebody worse for wear after the play, and that's Isaiah Pacheco, who's in some pain. They're looking at him now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 11-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. To the air on 3rd and long. And the Chargers get home, and they drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
At the 38-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Third down, give to Hampton. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 2. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. He gives it to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to...
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. It's Pacheco again. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
man, I think we got it all out.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Completed over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. To throw, Herbert. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Gets the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert now off the play fake. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
15 yards. That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 15.
Throwing on first is Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying to push. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
Touchdown, LA.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
17.
It all comes down to this, partner. 30 seconds left down to score. They have to get this football back. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So they'll decline this and take the result. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. It's a designed run from Mahomes. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.